Man, I feel dedicated. Working all night till the morning. Got me in love with your music. Working all day till we make it.
Hey yo, hold up, what's up? What's that? I think the volume is too loud.
I'm killing the scene.
So yeah, this is the Bamoc Studio. Welcome everybody. This is where the magic happens, you know what I mean? So whenever you're ready to come and pop by, you guys need to come and pop by and let's make magic.
See the way you make me feel like a sunny day. Got me in my feelings, cause the way you looking, it go me. Your eyes alone seduce my own, I'm on my knees. I feel it coming, your body got me mesmerized.
I was actually working on this. This is part of that beat that you...
The new beat.
Yeah, the new beat that you're hearing.
Okay. Blessings from the Bamoc Sound Studios. Welcome, man.
Hey, how are you doing?
I'm good. Great to have you.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Such an honor.
How's your day going?
So far, so good. Busy
Yeah.
schedule, but at the end of the day, you know, we all gotta do what we gotta do. You know?
With the weather.
Ish, man, and it's cold.
It's really cold.
You need somebody by your side in this weather, man.
Hey, unfortunately for some of us, we don't have. That's one other day.
Can imagine.
All right. I just called you over today
All right.
because I've been mesmerized by your work over the past, 6 months.
Yeah.
Since we met, or almost a year actually.
It's actually been almost a year. It's actually
And
been-
looking at how we met and when you introduced me to your music,
Yeah.
I was really amazed with your work.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was really amazed. I just want to know, who is Bamoc? Is Bamoc, is it Bamoc, or is it Bamoc?
All right. So, I actually have learned that people have different types of pronunciation.
Okay.
You see, pronunciation it can be tedious sometimes, and it has its problems
Yeah.
when it comes to certain words. But also we need to understand that we coming from different origins, we coming from different backgrounds. So
Okay.
if you're very skeptical about pronunciation, you're not gonna go far, because I come with my Malawian accent,
Yeah.
you come with your type of accent, someone else comes with their type of accent. We can all be unified. We all have cultural backgrounds,
Yeah.
cultural bounds that actually give us some sense of uniqueness. But you see, I call myself Bamoc, right?
Okay.
But if you call me Bamoc, you call me Bamoc.
You see-
I know a lot of people that I met this other person
Yeah.
once that called me Bamoc. I was like,
Bamoc.
yo, Bamoc, bro,
This is
how?
offside.
Yeah,
And there's an A in there. Where's the O coming from?
Oh man, it's crazy. So yeah, I'm Bamoc.
Yeah. Your full names?
So Bamoc is more of like the all initials
Okay.
of all my names. So Bamoc is actually
That's
like
crazy.
an embodiment of just my name. So I have 5 names, right?
5 names.
5 names, yeah. So it's Blessings, Alfred, Mordecai, Octavian, Chawanangwa. Then my surname, which is Nisu.
Okay.
Famously known as Bamoc. So I just took the first letters.
names.
Yeah, I just took them, rubbed them together, because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
it's me.
Okay.
So yeah, that's me.
That's amazing. I heard you talking about Malawi. You're from Malawi?
Yes.
Which part of Malawi are you from?
I'm from originally, I'm from the northern part of
north,
Malawi.
okay.
That's where my home is. But I grew up in the central region. I grew up in the capital city. That's in Longwe. And it's been a wild ride, But I did a little bit of traveling. Yeah, when I was growing up. So you get when you travel, you see new places, you see new people, you experience different cultures.
Yeah.
You tend to appreciate humanity in general, man, and you appreciate the surroundings that you've been in. Yeah, but originally I'm from Malawi.
It's amazing. It's amazing. And now you're here in South Africa.
Yeah.
What are you up to apart from your music before we actually get deep into that?
Okay, so here, I'm first and foremost, I'm here to stay. But I originally came here to do schoolwork,
Okay.
and then I've been studying for a while. But this is my last year.
Wow.
I'm starting with Eduvos, doing my last year in informatics.
Okay.
Yeah, majoring in marketing, but then yeah, that's about it.
Mm-hmm. It's
Yeah.
amazing. That's actually thrilling.
Thank you very much. Sir.
Yeah. Okay. On my side, I met him. I was actually looking for accommodation.
Yes.
Funny enough.
Funny story.
Very funny story. And I just asked him, where can I get a place to stay? And then he took me to his place.
Yeah.
And then I actually figured out and realized that he has a studio. And I was quite impressed. He was working on a project.
Yes. Dedicated mixtape.
Dedicated mixtape. He will take us through it in a moment. But I mean, I haven't really sat down with you to ask you when your music career started. I mean, your fascination for music. Did it start at a young age? Did you, can you walk me through that?
Originally, I never liked music to begin with. I hated music.
July.
I'm telling you,
July.
I don't even know.
I don't believe it.
But I hated music so much because it always used to mess up with the time that I have to come and watch cartoons.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, we had one TV.
Mm-hmm.
So it was in the TV room, obviously, and every time I come from school, I'm excited and I want to watch Dragon Ball Z, I want to watch Naruto, I want to watch my anime, I want to watch my cartoons, you know. And every single time I come, I sit down and watch. My older sisters, they'll come and they'll change the channel and start playing music. So it made me hate music in that category. Like, not to say that I hated it to begin with, but I just hated the mere fact that it was interfering with something that I loved.
Something that you loved, yeah.
But then, ever since I was a kid, my parents had a knack for music.
Okay.
So they always wanted us to learn how to play piano. They wanted us to sing at church.
Yeah.
That actually gave me that interest in music, you know.
Okay.
And then I fell in love with it because it was something that I saw myself doing on a regular basis.
Okay.
Growing up in the hood, I come from the hood, you know,
Really?
hood in Malawi.
Yeah.
And so, growing up,
You don't look like you come from the hood.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm coming from the hood. I come from Area 25C, and my entire life I've been living in the hood, you know.
Yeah.
And in that kind of setting, things are hard. You know, you don't have a lot of opportunities. You don't have a lot going on. It's easy to fall into things like drug addiction. It's easy to fall with the wrong crowds, you know, to start doing things that you're not supposed to do. But music gave me that outlet where every single time I come from school, or every single time I'm not doing anything, I'm going to church for choir practice, you know.
Okay.
I'm always constantly doing music, and
So your music part started.
that's when
From
it started.
church.
It started from church.
Okay.
Yeah, it started from church, and then I
Wow.
started getting solos. You know,
Really?
it was exciting back then. Yeah.
What age were you?
At that time, I think I was quite young.
Yeah.
6, 5, 6. Yeah.
It should reminded me of a video I was watching.
Yeah.
There's a guy we call Corey from the States. He started playing the organ at 2 years.
Wow.
And at 2 years, the guy would play it and wouldn't even look at the keys. He'd be looking somewhere else. So,
Hey, man, I wish I was like that.
I mean, it was just amazing. Like the fact that you bring up that you started singing when you were 6 years old.
Yeah.
And I mean, how old are you now, if you don't mind?
Now I'm 26.
Whoa, so that's 20 years.
Decades, yeah.
2 decades of singing. That's amazing. You don't look 20. Wow.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So yeah, I
it's
mean,
Malawi jeans, man.
really, yeah.
It's the Malawi jeans. You don't get to look your age.
Really.
I'm joking.
All right. So you're walking me through your music journey.
Yes. Professionally, I started doing music 2012.
2012.
Yeah, that's when I decided to release, not really release, to go to the studio and work on a professional body of work. And unfortunately, I didn't release it on any platform. I still love the song to today. It's very close to my heart. But, you know, there's some projects where I figured, you know, it helps me with my journey from when I started until now. It's a very cheesy song, by the way. Very cheesy song. So if you're a sucker for love, I think it's a song that you would enjoy. But I started working in 2012, and then officially releasing music was when I came to South Africa.
When did you come to USA?
Officially I came here in 2016. Yeah, and
when you started studying.
This is when, not really. I first came and then stayed a year, and then I started studying.
Okay.
And then the music thing came in 2018. 2018. Yeah, I was very frustrated when I came here. I was so frustrated. I'm trying to imagine the frustration. I never had an outlet for music. Here I was, back at home. I already established. I have people. I'm working in people's studios. I'm working on music on a constant. You
had already built a name back home.
I was building a name, and then I come here. I don't have any ties to anything,
You're starting from one.
And every single time I find a producer, it's either he's very expensive or he doesn't know what he's doing. It feels very, very hard. Yeah, it was a very hard time. And then 2018, that's when I made an executive decision to be like, okay, I think I need to learn how to produce, mix and master my own work. And then started production, vocal production actually. Really? 2018, 2018, 2019, 2020. That's when I started opening up beat making sessions, and then we have the journey until today.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
it's been a great ride, hasn't it?
Ups and downs. Yeah.
What was your first track, and how did you get it out there in terms of your marketing? Did it go the way you wanted it to go?
Yes and no.
Okay.
2018. That's when I decided to work on a body of work called Closed Doors. Okay. That was my first ever full production, full vocal production.
Okay.
And then it was something. It was something. I really loved it because it was quite an experience, because that's when it got me to engage with other artists around. It got me to enter competitions. I remember I entered this competition called Afri Music competition. It's an African-based competition. Okay. Yeah, got a few awards. Yeah. It was really cool experience. It was a very cool experience, and I really loved it. I learned a lot too. And then second body of work, which was Power of the Sun, and then the third body of work. But in between of those bodies, I was releasing a couple of singles as well. Yeah. And then the third body of work was dedicated mixtape. And now the journey continues.
Wow. But I mean, why music though?
Why music? As I said,
what's it about?
As I said earlier, I at first I never liked music. I hated music so much. But
it's kind of strange with the way you're so good. I mean, I've listened to you sing off the mic before mastering the sound, and you just got the perfect voice.
Thank you
I've
very
seen
much.
you play the guitar, the acoustic guitar.
Yes.
And I've seen how you create the vibe, the rhythm with your hands. And I'm just left amazed by it almost always. Like just this morning when I walked into your apartment, your studio, I realized that you've already worked on a beat.
Yes, sir.
In just a few hours.
Yeah, well, that one was quite exciting because I was every single time I wake up, I'm always listening to bodies of motivation.
Okay.
Because you see, there are a lot of distractions around. There are a lot of distractions in the world, especially if you're building your own business. There's a lot of noise that's from the outside as well as noise that's inwards, And there's a lot of doubt and anxiety and then self-pity sometimes when you feel as if things are not going the way that you want them to go. So sometimes when I listen to those bodies of motivation, it helps me focus. I have my locus of control and then an internal locus of control as well as that level of focus on what I'm doing, because at the end of the day, I want people to know this body of work, So today that was one of those moments where you found me. I was finishing up a beat, and that was that experience. Yeah. And it was really cool.
Okay,
it was really cool.
It's amazing. I've heard every single artist come up with different experiences and reasons to why they sing. Some actually they have a specific story behind their music. Do you have a story behind your music? Is it from your past? Is it inspired? Is it for motivation, as you said earlier on?
Yes. Well, as I said, music is right now is something that's very close to my heart. There was a time when I gave up on music.
Really?
Yeah, but for some reason, this passion just kept on coming back.
It's like a fire within you.
Exactly. It really didn't want to. It didn't want to leave me alone. And also, I realized with someone that with anything that you're doing,
Yeah.
I believe everybody has a set of talents embedded in them, and all those talents, I believe God is the one that allocates those talents, and it's our duty to utilize those talents to actually build them up to become something that is something that can actually change someone's life. So I always have looked at my gift and my passion as something like that, and all I can wish for is that it becomes bigger than what it is currently, because at the end of the day, I want to spread a message that that motivates somebody. One day someone listens to my piece, and they can actually have a very good day. They can actually enable to get past to whatever it is that they're going through. That's one thing that I always capture when I'm writing lyrics. For instance, it doesn't matter the body of work. It's love, it's motivation, it's a sad song, it's anything. My aim is so that somebody can listen to that body of work and actually do something. That is positive. Do something that will help them become a better person. So that's actually my story, because music, for me, it helped me go through a lot of things. It helped me go through loss. It helped me get through pain and loneliness. Sometimes
it takes you through every season.
Exactly. I used to be a very depressed young cat.
Really?
Yeah, I used to be very depressed, and I had a lot of anxiety issues. But I found an outlet, and my outlet is music, and it really helped me go through all that. And some people have their own outlets. Some of them are negative, some of them are positive. I'm just glad that music actually helped me come out of that situation and build something on myself.
It's amazing.
Exactly.
I remember the first time I listened to one of your tracks from the dedicated mixtape. It was on your WhatsApp status.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it was Run My Race. I remember asking you for it, and ever since I listened to Run My Race, anytime I feel low, anytime I feel beat down by life, when I have self-pity, doubts, I just listen to Run My Race.
Oh wow.
And I get like some great deal of energy.
Oh, wow.
It pushes me to the next step.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I'm so humbled by what you said right now. Thank you so much for saying that. So,
you were talking about the dedicated mixtape. Is it out now?
Yes, now it's everywhere. It's on all the platforms, from Spotify to Tidal to.
How many tracks is it?
It's got 14 tracks in total.
14 tracks.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, that's a long body of work.
How long did it take for you to make it?
It's a funny story. So, see, I make everything by myself. It's really hard to...
You mix, you master, you produce.
Yes.
Wow.
So, sometimes it's hard. Even, like, when it comes to collaborating with other producers. Dedicated Mixtape, I got lucky to collaborate with amazing producers, like Eddie Beats, for instance. Young OG Beats. Who am I missing? Oh my goodness, I'm missing one person. Oh my God, please forgive me. But yeah, so I've worked with these amazing producers, and we actually made these beats, and then I recorded, mixed, and mastered the workload. It was quite a journey, because with Dedicated Mixtape, when it first came out, when I first built the whole body of work, the framework was the idea behind it is just gonna be love songs from beginning to the end. But then I was like, no, dedicated mixtape has to be different. It has to, yes, love can be incorporated. Love runs the world. But it has to be incorporated inside. But then we also have to talk about real life issues. We have to talk about relationships. We have to talk about motivation. We have to talk about things like understanding your background. So dedicated mixtape grew to become that body of work. There were initially 32 songs in the dedicated mixtape, but then
32 tracks, one album.
Yeah, but then I had to go through the selection process so that everything can actually come together, and it took a while. But hey, at the end of the day, we had to do what we had to do.
It's always something that really messes up my understanding. I mean, how can you get so creative to have 32 different tracks, 32 different beats? Hey. I mean, what happens in the mind of a musician?
Look, Chris Brown does it better. Chris Brown released like a body of work with 46 songs, and I was like, what?
46 songs.
I was so moved when I saw that, and it wasn't just that. After that, it didn't even take long. He released that body of work, and it didn't even take him a couple of months. He released another body of work with a lot of songs also. So every time I saw that, I was moved. I was like, people are doing things out here, and people are impacting people's lives. So I shouldn't slack. I shouldn't sleep on my gear. That's one thing I always tell people: don't sleep on yourself, because you do not know what you're carrying. Because what you're carrying can actually save someone's life.
Exactly.
You think people are already doing enough, but if you add to that enough that you're saying, it will encapsulate, and now we have a lot of people involved, and those people who can get access to international bodies of work, they can get yours locally, and it will actually impact in their lives equally as much as somebody internationally. So I told myself, no, I don't have to slack. Push. So we push. So we keep pushing until it's done.
Amazing. This is just amazing stuff. I mean, looking at where you came from with your music and where you are now, right? And I heard you spoke about challenges and some joys. What has been the most painful challenge and your greatest joy through your journey so far?
For me, it's been my greatest challenge is doing this body of work alone.
Okay. They say actually that without a mentor, it's actually difficult to make it in life. I mean, looking at what you've been talking about, how you didn't have anyone to really walk you through the journey. Do you have anyone that you consider to be a mentor or any inspiration, any artist that you look up to, whether from a distance or close range?
I have a lot of artists that I look up to.
Is it?
Recently, it's been Tory Lanez. I was on YouTube the Saturday and just watching him in the studio working on a body of song, and he was like, look, he was telling his fans like, give me a topic, give me a beat, anything, and this guy started working. Oh my God, this was just moving, man. I got so moved because this guy started working. He was freestyling in the studio, and this guy made a very beautiful song out of the choices of the fans, and it was the interaction with the fans that actually moved me even more, because now the fans feel as if they actually are part of that work, And I love people that engage with others. I get moved by Tory Lanez. I listen to Chris Brown. I listen to Bruno Mars. Oh my God, they're super talented.
He recently got an award, is it?
Yeah, actually did.
One of the best artists I've come across so far.
Man, my guy.
The guy is just amazing.
That guy is too much. He's too much. He's super talented. I listen to a lot of bodies of work. I listen to this other artist called Teeks. Is it Teek? Oh my God. Forgive the name. I listen to a lot of artists. I usually want to. I always listen to new bodies of work. That way, it helps with my creativity. At the end of the day, also it's just nice to listen to a lot of people and then see what they're putting out there. I love Afro beats. beats a lot.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so the likes of Wizkid,
Yeah.
the likes of Davido, the likes of Ruger, these guys that are doing beautiful work. And every single time I listen to their bodies of work, I get so inspired. So, and I can just hope that one day I have that opportunity to inspire someone else out there. Yeah.
It's amazing.
It's beautiful.
So, future work.
Currently, I'm working on a body called Afro Bamoc.
Afro Bamoc.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Afro Bamoc is gonna be more of piano music.
Really?
Yeah. I've got. We've been working hard in the studio.
Yeah.
Trying to build a piano, and then add an Afro swing.
Okay.
A vibe to it, and so far things are looking proper.
Mm-hmm.
And it's something that we're hard to work with. At work, not had to work. We're hard at work with, and we are trying so hard to bring out the same message that we've been trying to bring out to the world. And this time, hopefully, when Afro Bamoc comes out, which should be maybe somewhere close to July, somewhere there, July or August.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just gonna be a small project.
Is it going to be a solo? Or you're going to be featuring some other artists in this?
I am featuring a couple of artists. I'm featuring Dollar Boy from Zim.
Really?
Yeah, he's a very good artist. Very, very
amazing.
Good. Yeah, he's working on this. We worked on a song called Jonji.
Okay.
Jonji just means like that.
Like that.
Yeah, it means like that. It's a very beautiful song. Afro beats. I'm working with another artist from Ghana, Dope Rasta. Worked on a track called Aya. Aya just means yes. We're working on another body. I'm currently working now with another Malawian artist.
Okay.
His name is It's Friday. Very ill. This guy's super talented. Oh my god. Yeah. So working with him, working on a new project. You see that beat that I was playing? I'm gonna put him on that one. I sent him a couple of beats also. Yeah, his strong suit is R&B.
Okay.
But then I'm just trying to make him switch.
Yeah.
Afrobeats because I know he's gonna be crazy.
Afrobeats to the world. I mean, that's what's trending right now.
That's what's moving right now.
So even Ed Sheeran featuring with
yes, that
Peru
song. Man, tell me about
it.
Yeah. So currently, that's what we're hard at work with, and hopefully, I'm quite excited because I also want to see how it's gonna turn out. I don't know how it's gonna turn out the way you guys are gonna. Yeah, the way you guys are seeing.
No, we trust you.
Yeah,
we trust you. Thank you for coming through.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure having you. And what would you advise upcoming artists like yourself? And do you have anyone you would want to work with in future, whether internationally or local artists?
2 questions. Okay. Firstly, to all the upcoming artists, I would say never give up on your art. It doesn't matter even if you're not an upcoming artist, even if you're just working in your career or you're working on a certain something, you're trying to see something through. Don't give up on it because there are gonna be days where you will feel like giving up. There are gonna be days where you think it's not working, and I go through that every day. But at the end of the day, if I don't see it through, it won't happen. So, if I see it through, if it fails, it fails. But at least I tried, at least I saw it through. Yeah, so at the end of the day, just keep on going.
Yeah. Never
give up. The artists I don't want to work with, it's a whole list. I want to work with a lot of people. Yeah, I want to work locally. I want to work with AKA. I want to work with Catsper as well.
Yeah.
I want to work with Nasty C. Aries, I definitely want to work with them. Teleman, Shakina. I want to work with everybody. Oh my god! And then internationally, I want to work. I want to work with Wizkid. I want to work with Burna Boy. I want to work with a lot of people, but I know it's gonna come to pass. I will work with them eventually.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. See, sometimes when nothing